Okay, hey YouTube, this is Tanya, VSG, Yo Baby Blondie. Coming to you today. I know y'all are wondering where I've been, so I'm going to give you kind of a short update as to where I've been, what I've been doing, what's kind of been going on in my life. This is week 43 for me, and let's just start from the beginning, I guess. I wrote a couple of notes down, not very many. I'm not sure exactly how long I have on this phone to record. It's not letting me do very much. I'm waiting on a new one right now. I'm having to delete stuff just in order to take pictures or videos or whatever. So that's one reason why I've been kind of waiting to fill y'all in on everything. But there's other reasons too, and I'll fill you in on that just a little bit. But anyway, starting June 3rd, 2013 is when I had my VSG. I want people to notice that I do have on my VSG It's for Losers shirt. Yay! Anyway, that's because I'm on my way to go see my doctor today. I have had to cancel a couple of appointments with him because of the other issues that's been going on with my life. So I actually am finally able to get up and go see him. So I'm excited about that. So I wanted to wear my shirt, see what he had to say. But anyway, back to the numbers. June 3rd, 2013, I had my VSG. My highest recorded weight was 210. Day of surgery, 194. Exactly 6 months later, I had lost down to where they thought that I was pretty much going to stay where I was. I think I was at 149. I think it's where I was. Exactly 6 months later, from June 3rd, was December the 3rd, and I had my breast implants put in. I was at 149 on that day. They went great. Everything was wonderful. Couldn't complain. Never bothered me. Never hurt. I mean, they're just there. They're part of me. They're my body. So I'm good. Everything's good with that. VSG, everything's, good with that. Let's see, that was January 3rd. I want to say approximately 3 weeks later, maybe a month later, I had butt implants put in. When I lost my boobs, I lost my butt, lost everything. I kind of expected that though, so. But not only that, if you go back to some of my previous videos, you will see that there's reasonings behind all of that. They also had to do score revision on my thighs for some earlier plastics that I had done, and some earlier plastics I had done on my butt that, well, it wasn't implants, but the only way to fix them was by putting implants in. That's the reason why I had to do that. Well, those have caused me all kinds of trouble, all kinds of pain. I had my drainage tube in. Normally they take it out the next day, next few days. When I went back and saw the doctor the next couple of days, my drainage was too high. He said, let's leave it in there, and I'll see you next week. Okay, went in next week, still way too high. He wanted it at 40 mLs or below, and it was staying about 160 at that time. So he said, okay, come back in 2 weeks. So we started going back about every 2 weeks at that time. Every time I would go, my drainage was anywhere from 100 to 160. So never got below 100. That made me keep that tube in my back for a long time, and it pretty much laid me out. Not to mention I had complications with the butt implants. They tried to take the tube out at one time. I went about a day, ended up with a seroma. Those of you that don't know what that is, it's a big pocket of fluid where the fluid just gathered up in one area, and it busted my stitches out where my implants were, and they were trying to come out as well. So they had to do an emergency, put me back in surgery, and redo the whole entire surgery. So needless to say, I had I had, you know, the drain put back in, and I have had it in ever since. So I've kind of been pretty much bedridden, but still, you know, getting up and doing a few things, but not like I could. So I figured that I would just gain tremendously during that time, because at that time, you know, you pretty much eat and drink just what you can just to get by, you know. And at that moment, it just doesn't seem to matter as long as you get something in you, you know. I wasn't able to get the exercise. I couldn't get out, go anywhere, you know, do anything. I just started back this week, half days at work. And it takes everything I can to even